Salut tout le monde, bonne soirée de Regina au stade Mosaïque pour cet après-match officiel des Alouettes de Montréal. Mon nom est Joey Alfieri et ce soir, ça a pris un peu de temps, mais quelle performance des Alouettes, notamment l'attaque qui a dominé ce match-là. Les Alouettes qui rentrent à Regina et qui sont en mesure de donner une troisième défaite cette saison à la meilleure équipe de la Ligue canadienne de football, ou l'équipe avec la meilleure fiche, je devrais dire 48-31. Quelle domination de la part des Alouettes. Wow! Bon, je vous vois, je vous vois déjà dans les commentaires. Écoutez, écoute, je ne cacherai pas, j'ai eu du plaisir ce soir. Ça a été, écoute, c'est depuis le 24 juillet qu'on n'a pas gagné. Encore une fois, c'était sur la route, mais toute une performance de l'équipe, même la défensive. Tu sais, je sais qu'ils ont alloué des touchés vers la fin de la rencontre, mais quelle performance. Ready? You want to get somebody or no, we can talk. Good? All right. Lou Guac.
Sir.
How good does that feel right now?
I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to say good, great. Say bon. Perfect, man. We needed that W. We did well in all phases. We could still be better. But we're walking away with the W. So we did a really good job.
Defensively, I know you guys, last week, you guys held up to 16 points until late in the game. But just tonight, it felt like you guys were able to limit the damage on the run. You were in Trevor Harris's face. Just what was the key defensively for you guys tonight?
Honestly, I think we were just playing complementary football. We get to stop all goals and scores. Special teams does their thing, get the field goals and extra points. Very complementary football. We got to be strong at the end of the game. Can't give up 31 to 32 points, however much it was, because we're a better football team than that. But this is only the start. Take one. It's been 5 weeks since we got our W. It takes one. Now we're gonna keep it rolling. That's the plan.
A lot was made of the battle in the trenches, right? And I felt tonight how big of a role. I felt you guys played really well. You guys and offensive line, they moved some people around. Just how big of a factor was that in tonight's game?
Just limiting the explosive runs. Obviously, AJ's a seasoned back. He's a good vet. The game plan was to come and stop them. It was raining earlier. We knew that it was going to be a dogfight, and we just took care of what we needed to take care of. We could still limit things, get more TFLs in the back, sacks, but we still had pressure on the quarterback, especially towards the end there, and just finishing. I'm glad we finished today as a team, as a whole, but we could continue to be better week in, week out.
What is having Moose back? I know it's only been a couple games, but what has that done for the defense here?
It's done a lot. Moose is one of our key guys. I love looking down and seeing him. Great communication. He knows when I'm going to take the inside move, when to cover. Just like great football and great football knowledge. So we definitely miss him. Miss having him around, and I'm glad that we're all back together. We're just gelling and, starting today. New season from now to the end of the year, bro. We just got to keep grinding and grinding.
It's a big-time win, especially with Toronto. It would have been big regardless, but it's a big-time win. I'm going to ask you a question about the offensive side of the ball, just because it's a Canadian and it was super impressive. But Tyson Philpott put up 238 yards receiving tonight. It's the second most in a single game in Alouettes franchise history. Just what have you seen from Tyson Philpott? What did you see tonight?
Hunger. Tyson's been hungry. Injury bug. Sometimes you can't control what happens on the football field when it comes to injuries and stuff. But Tyson's always going to keep at it and keep grinding and keep doing his thing. There was a key matchup. We know there was a mismatch on it. No offense to anybody, but we know there was a mismatch, and we know we were going to target him. And he just did his thing. And that's what I've been playing football with Tyson since I was like 14, 13. So I know what he's capable of, and I'm glad that he just got to show it today, and we can finally continue to push forward because we need him. You know what I mean?
Thanks for this, Law. Congratulations on a big win.
Bro.
All right, big guy. Well done. That was fun. All right, let's keep it rolling. Number 37. Are you coming? You're good? All right. Wesley's son with the big interception tonight. You knew you didn't need video review. You knew that wasn't pass interference, right? You have you're entitled to fight for the ball.
Definitely, yeah. But in this league, you never know. I was a little worried, but I'm glad it went the right way.
Take me to that. Take me back to the interception and that play. Just what did you see there? Because you were shoulder to shoulder and you just outworked them to the ball.
Yeah. Trevor's a heck of a quarterback, and I knew that number 3 on their team is usually his first read, and just wanted to play tight coverage on him. And I was surprised that he actually threw it. I just saw the ball in the air and wanted to make a play.
I thought you guys covered the deep third extremely well. You guys did a lot well tonight, but the deep third, like no real big plays over the top, not too many. Just normal stuff for a CFL game. Was that a point of emphasis this week?
Definitely. Explosives lead to points. So yeah, we wanted to just stop those, and I think we did that. We got a lot to work on, though. We gave up a lot of points, but shouts out to the offense. They were, Ball and Tyson, 238 yards, something like that. McLeod, hats off to him, the mental fortitude to go through what he's gone through and come out there and play the way that he played. It was definitely all thrthree phases.
Thanks for this, Wes. Appreciate it. Great performance.
Appreciate it.
All right, Wesley's son with a big-time performance tonight. Donc, grosse interception pour Wesley Sutton. OK. Là, écoute, on va parler. J'aimerais souligner la performance. Les joueurs commencent à sortir. Là, donc, on va lire des commentaires. On va tout faire ce qu'on peut. Il y a une couple de choses que j'aimerais souligner ce soir. Premièrement, il faut parler de l'attaque au complet. McLeod Bethel-Thompson, performance incroyable. La deuxième passe de toucher à Tyson Philpott, 100e en carrière pour Bethel-Thompson. Juste vraiment une grosse performance du début à la fin. Aucune interception, aucun revirement. C'était incroyable de voir le McLeod Bethel-Thompson dont on a connu tout au long de sa carrière dans la Ligue canadienne de football. Vraiment une superbe performance. J'aimerais aussi souligner le travail de la ligne à l'attaque, parce que quand ça va pas bien pour la ligne à l'attaque, on le mentionne, on le mentionne tout le temps. Mais incroyable cette performance de la ligne à l'attaque. Écoute, premier match de plus de 100 verges pour un demi-offensif des Alouettes ce soir. Stevie Scott avec 19 courses pour 120 verges. C'est une situation où Travis Tice quitte sur le premier jeu de la rencontre, premier jeu en attaque. Stevie Scott en back, c'est le seul demi-offensif qui reste sur l'alignement. Et Stevie Scott a connu toute une performance pour les Alouettes ce soir. Vraiment, 125, moi j'avais vu 120, mais 125 pour Stevie Scott. Toute une grosse performance pour le demi-offensif. Et ça, c'est, comme on dit en anglais, c'est hand in hand avec la ligne à l'attaque. Parce que la ligne à l'attaque a vraiment tout fait ce soir. On a parlé de quand on gagne la ligne de mêlée, et je trouve qu'on l'a gagné en défensive, on l'a gagné en attaque ce soir aussi. C'est là la clé. La clé est là pour des victoires. Donc, absolument spectaculaire pour l'attaque ce soir. La ligne à l'attaque, Donnie Ventrelli qui marque un toucher. C'est un échappé à la ligne. Elle tombe sur la ligne des buts. Donnie Ventrelli saute sur le ballon. Et c'est toujours le fun de voir un gros monsieur qui marque un toucher dans la Ligue canadienne de football. Donc, ça a été juste la cerise sur le gâteau. La cerise sur le gâteau. Donc, tu sais, mais il faut souligner, Nancy, I see your comment, and we're just talking about it in French. The offensive line tonight, absolutely phenomenal. Just phenomenal the way that they held up, the way that they moved people around. They were outstanding. And it was just complimentary football. But I just thought on offense, everything was clicking, everything worked. It was a superb performance from top to bottom. And now we're going to talk to the architect of that offensive performance tonight. McLeod, just a simple one to start. First of all, congratulations on a big performance, on a big win, but how good does that one feel?
It was incredible. I'm grateful for this locker room. I'm grateful for this coaching staff. I'm grateful for this organization, top to bottom. I'm grateful for the opponents tonight. I'm grateful for the fans. I'm grateful for my family. It's been a hard road, on and off the field. And this team's been through hell as well. So CFL is about who gets hot late. So hopefully this is the start of a little fire and we can keep it going.
What was the mindset for you coming into this one? Like, you come in, like, you guys have lost 5 in a row coming into this one. Is it just, hey, let's go out there? Austin Mack, I thought, said it pretty well this week. He said, we're going to go out there and we're going to swing. And you guys swung. You swung for the fence. And you hit a lot of home runs. Was that the mindset coming in? And what was your approach?
I think all of us are just trying to, feel like ourselves. And for me personally, I just wanted to feel like myself. Hasn't felt like me on the field pretty much all year. So it's hard when you're trying to piece things together and can't really get in flow and get in rhythm. And I'm glad that we got in rhythm early. And that's who we see, right? That's the talent we know we have. That's the groove that we know we have. And it's hard to not be able to show that. And I'm sure it's hard to watch at times. So grateful for the fans that stay with us. it's just good to see us get in a rhythm and get us going, and that's what the potential we have, and hopefully we can keep it going and chopping wood. There's a lot to get better at. That's the fun part. So CFL is about who gets hot late. So hopefully this is the start of something. I'm repeating myself over and over again.
It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want.
I'm in the groove.
It's all good. Just talk about, I want to go through just some different people on offense tonight, okay? Travis Tice went down on the first play from scrimmage. Stevie Scott stepped in there at 125 yards on 20 carries, the first 100-yard performance from a back this season. Just walk me through Stevie and just what you guys were able to do.
The performance is one thing, unbelievable, right? The way he pounded the rock today, but it's what he's been through. You know, he's been on the roster, off the roster, on practice squad, off. You know, and he stayed right in it. He stayed focused, and that's not easy to do. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to say, oh, maybe it's not my year, maybe it's not this, but he stayed right in it. And that's the character of the men we have in this locker room. We're a great football team. We've got great players across the board, but the character and the locker room and the leadership from Coach Moss is elite, and testament to him, man. Those are lessons you learn in football and you take to life, and that's why it's a special game, and I'm so proud of him. So proud of him.
A lot was made, in the last couple of weeks about, winning the line of scrimmage. I thought tonight the offensive line, they protected you well, and they moved some bodies around in green. Just talk to me a little bit about the work that the big boys put in up front.
It was unbelievable. They were challenged a couple of weeks ago, and they have stepped up day by day. And so today was a manifestation of what they started 2 weeks ago. And they put their nose to the grind. They're work so well together. We go as they go. The football is an offensive and defensive lineman game, and they pushed around a really good defensive line. That's an unbelievable unit, and we owe everything that we did on offense to that unit.
And the other guy I got to ask you about, it's the second most receiving yards in a single game in franchise history with 238. He was 100 off the record, which I think it'll stand for a while. That one went up in the 1950s. 300, Hal Patterson in 1956. Yeah. Wow. But 238 yards. You guys were just something else tonight. You dropped the ball in there perfectly. He ran great routes. You guys exposed that matchup there. You exploited that matchup, I should say. Just walk me through what you saw from Tyson and the connection you felt in particular.
We're just so glad to have him back healthy. He's a complete receiver. He runs unbelievable routes. He has great awareness of coverage. He's clear when he's out. He's decisive out of his route. You know exactly where he's going, and he's a playmaker. He's got speed. He's got quickness. He's got change of direction. He catches the ball well. He's a complete receiver, and it's just so awesome to have him back and have him healthy.
And the second one to football was actually your 100th career TD pass in the Canadian Football League. What does that number mean to you? Because it's a big number.
Nothing. I'm just so grateful for this moment and the life lesson I've learned today and the life lesson I've learned this year. And it's grateful for this team.
It's great to see you do your thing out there, McLeod. Congratulations, McLeod Bethel Thompson, over 300 yards tonight. And a big performance, Police Alouettes de Montréal. All right, let's keep it rolling. We're just talking about him. Stevie Scott, the first 100 performance from an Alouettes back this season. I'm told, Martin, back at Master Control tells me, I told you 120 was actually 125. But just, it seemed like you were able to pound the rock. Just the slide protection, running through the tackles, bouncing outside. I mean, you did a little bit of everything tonight. Just talk to me about what this performance means to you.
Well, number one thing, I just want to shout out my offensive line. Without those guys, none of this would be possible. The guys up front were blocking their butts off, creating holes for me just to find little seams to do what I do. And so I got to always shout them out first. And shout out my offensive coordinator and the whole rest of my team for just bringing that juice and energy and having the confidence in me to come out here and carry the team. And we got the dub today, and it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. I'm very happy.
McLeod was talking about just now how good he feels for you. You know, a guy who waited on PR a long time last year, and you've been on the roster and off the roster. But the CFL is such a weird game, and I know you don't want to get on there by injuries, but, last week it was Sean that went down, and this week, first play from scrimmage, Travis goes down. When you see Travis go down, I know you can feel bad for him in the moment, but just what's going through your mind at that point?
Man, I was feeling bad for Trav because it's the first play of the game, of course, and I know he was due for a big breakout game. So just seeing him go down, it kind of made me want to go harder, even harder for the team, because I know now it's next man up, and you got to do what you got to do to help the team win and provide for the team. So just seeing that just gave me a boost of energy and confidence to go out there and make plays for the team and just be that guy the team can lean on in crucial moments.
Forgive me for a really stupid question, but what does this mean? What does this win mean to you guys, and how big is this win?
Man, this win is very important. I say just for the simple fact we were on a losing streak. We still getting our confidence back, and I feel like this game right here
definitely reminded us who we are as a team, as players, as a family. So I just feel like this game was something that we needed, especially on the road, a road victory against one of the best teams in the CFL. And I feel like that's something we can build on and keep moving forward.
You're an incredibly humble man. I asked you about your performance. You talked about the offensive line. I want to follow up about what you did tonight. What do you think you showed out there tonight?
To be honest, I feel like I just showed a bit of patience and just trusting in myself and my abilities to go out there and make plays happen. Even if it seemed like it's not a play that could be possibly made, just going out there and playing to my best ability and making it happen.
Stevie, congratulations on a big win and a fantastic performance. What did I tell you this week? I said, when you get the Hall of Fame, I want to give the speech. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you,
Stevie. All right, Stevie Scott with a big-time performance for the Montreal Alouettes. OK, on va continuer en défensive. I like Stevie Scott too, Casey. That was a big-time performance. Do you want to come say hi to her? She already wrote in the chat. Come on, Dave. You can come in. Nancy, we got a special message from Coach David Brown. The offensive line was fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Why are you touching me?
Because it's a good.
Okay, it's okay.
Anyways, hi, Mom. I love you.
You want to talk about the offensive line tonight?
Hey,
Because I thought they moved some. You guys moved some people around.
it was a great effort, man. All the guys really put in the work this week. There was a common goal that we all felt we were going to play 5 as 1, and they really did that, man. There was a big difference with the return of Justin Lawrence. As much as, Sorrell did play very well when he was in there, J-Law is the master of communication when he's in there, and the chemistry of the guys was amazing.
He communicates a lot. He talks a lot, like on and off the field. Thanks for this, Coach Dave.
I appreciate
Nancy, you see what we did here? All right. Very nice. Thank you, David. Bon, on va continuer avec le secondaire intérieur des Alouettes, Darnell Sankey. Okay, Sank, a really stupid one and an obvious one, but how big was this?
It's amazing. Great for the team. That's all.
But what were you guys able to do? Because you came out with a thud tonight. The offense scored. You guys stopped them for. You guys really limited their offense quite a bit tonight.
We just wanted to prove to the world that we are who we say we are. Bro, we haven't been playing the best football these past couple of weeks, this past month and a half. But today was a statement game, so we came out and did what we had to do.
How big is the return of Moose been? I know it's only been 2 games, but how big is having that guy, the big man, play in front of you like that?
Yeah. I mean, he does exactly what we need him to do. He takes up gaps and he forces them to attack him. Leaves us a little bit more open in the back end. So he's a great player.
It seemed like there was a lot of talk. They're front 5, and you guys were getting after it quite a bit, even with the penalties and stuff like that. What was the level of trash talk tonight? It seemed like it was a little more than usual.
Yeah, it's heated, I mean, especially then they're going to come in, they're going to think that they're going to play bully ball, and we're like, I mean, we don't know who you're trying to bully. We're the Alouettes. So I think once they started seeing them lose a fight, they started chirping a little bit more. Which is good.
Well, he had a couple of carries that were nice, but you guys, obviously, after last week, you must have put a big emphasis on stopping the run. I know when we spoke last week, you told me you had to watch the tape. Just curious, what did you like about the way you guys were able to do to limit them?
I mean, he still had a couple little runs, but I mean, he's a good running back, so he's going to get those. But I mean, we just played assignment sound football. No one tried to do too much. We just do our job, and good things happen when you do your job.
Thanks for this, Sankey. Congratulations. All right, Darnell Sankey with a big win. Let's keep it rolling with the linebackers. And Tyrese Bev-Red with another big performance tonight. Bev, I've been asking the stupid question of the night. Just how good does this one feel?
Feels great, man. I can't lie. I mean, just to come on the road and win against the #1 team like this, it sets the tone for us. It sends a message to the league, and it sends a message to the doubters. Never count us out.
We're just talking about, obviously the run game last week with Sank. You guys obviously adjusted this week. Willett had some runs, but nothing spectacular out of the ordinary. Just what was the point of emphasis for you guys, and how were you guys able to shut that part of their game down as best you could?
Just play gap sound, be physical, be fast, and get back to our brand of football. I mean, I feel like we left some plays out there still, and that's the great thing about it. We can always get better.
How big of an addition has Moose been? I know it's only been a couple of games, but just having Moose back in the trenches now, just what has that meant for you guys defensively?
I mean, first and foremost, we started with that guy, so just playing next to him always feel good. He calls a lot of attention, and to have him there, it makes it harder on the offense. They can't just choose one guy because you got a guy like Moose in front of you. So I think it opens up the linebackers a lot more.
I know they scored 31. A lot of them came late, but what's the I don't want to say the trick, but slowing down a Trevor Harris-led offense? Like, what are some of the keys that you thought that you guys were able to execute tonight?
He's a smart quarterback, so just disguising it, making it look blurry, not showing your coverage too early because he's been playing in this league a long time. He's a veteran and he knows football, so keeping it blurry and not letting him get a jump on what we're running.
You're a defensive guy, but I'm going to ask you about the offense anyway. Philpott, 238 yards receiving tonight, second most in Alouettes franchise history. The record was set in the 1950s. It'll never be broken. But just what did that performance mean for the group tonight?
It meant a lot, man. I think it kickstarted us for the rest of the season. To go out against this team, gives us confidence that if we could beat the number one team, we could beat anybody. And to see him have that performance, it feels good. I'm happy for him.
Thanks for this, Bev. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
All right. Tyrese Beverett, nice enough to stop by. OK. Beaucoup d'entrevues. Il y a beaucoup de commentaires. Donc, j'aimerais lire des commentaires entre quelques entrevues. Il y en a beaucoup. OK. Bon. On va aussi avoir la question croustillante Old Dutch. On va avoir le jeu boost du match. Il y en a plusieurs. Et on va annoncer le joueur du match Budweiser dans quelques instants. OK. Bon, les commentaires. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. M-Walk says, beat Toronto next week, secure a playoff spot, and we'll see if Davis is ready to come back. Also, a huge shout-out to Stevie Scott, some of the best running I've seen from an Owls player in a long time. So, bon point. Happy for MDBT and his receivers. ESP, Philpott, OCP. I might just be tired, but I'm not 100% sure what that means. Good to see Joe smiling again. Enfin une victoire. Qu'est-ce qui a causé le déclic de MBT? Écoute, c'est sûr que je sais qu'il y avait du monde qui s'en doutait si McLeod Bethel-Thompson traînait une blessure ou pas. Clairement, il était décommodé par une blessure, incommodé, je devrais dire, par une blessure au coude. Après un mois sur la liste des blessés, il s'est reposé. Il est revenu. OK, on va continuer avec les commentaires, mais il faut passer à la vedette de la soirée, the star of the show, the Budweiser player of the game. I think it might have been unanimous.
Already?
Yeah, it might have been unanimous. 238 yards receiving tonight, second most in Alouettes franchise history. Before we get into the performance, Tyson, what does this win mean for the group?
Yeah, so much, man. Her stats aside, this is a team win. I talked with Coach Moss actually last week, and he talked about how we can get, once we get all three phases of football going, we know what this team is capable. And starting fast is one of the biggest things, especially just not putting the defense in second and long and on a lot. But yeah, man, it just feels good. It just feels like a step in the right direction. That's what it feels like.
They announced right before the game that their top two corners were going to miss the game. Kerfale Exume, who you played with, you know well. I mean, did you have that matchup circled because you beat him quite a bit and pretty badly?
I mean, absolutely. For me, I'm a competitor. I want the best guy out there. So we had heard, obviously, their two corners are going to be out, which, those are key guys on their team. But yeah, I look at it as, whoever's lined up, they got to be ready to play. I show up every game, just trying to play my best team first football. And, just the ball found me today. And I can just say appreciative of that.
Look, I know that you guys haven't scored as many touchdowns as you would have liked over the course of the last month and a half. Yeah. But how big was the first one to you? Just to set the tone, to calm things down, to give you guys, restore the lead again. Just how important was that play?
Not huge. Like I said, we got to start fast. And, I seen the matchup right away after the first drive, and I went right to Coach Moss and Coach Mike. I told him, man, let's get this play up. Let's get this. I'm not going to say the name of the play, but let's get this combination up. I know I can beat him. McLeod gave me such a good ball both times. I mean, all game, man. My hat's off to him. He showed out. A lot of people wrote him off, so I'm just so glad that he was able to show what he's really about.
Yeah, he mentioned that it's been very hard on and off the field for him since the beginning of this. Is just how good you feel for a performance like that. Didn't turn the ball over and went over 300 yards.
Man, he deserves it so much. Let's give him his credit. He's won a Grey Cup before. None of these losses before have been just on him. It's been a team effort. And when we play three phases of football like that, you can just play fast. And we've got receivers on this team. As long as we get the ball in our hands, we can make plays. So yeah, just happy for him.
If I can, I'm going to ask you our Old Dutch crunchy question of the night. Where does this performance rank all time for you individually?
Ooh, shoot. That Grey Cup is nice. Obviously. Maybe I'll go second all time. That Grey Cup is, that's something special I hold in my heart. Maybe I'll get another one. That'd be nice. But yeah, I've never gone over 200 yards before. Definitely a career high. It's only a second all-time Alouettes history. So yeah, I'm just every week, you know, I'm trying to put my name in Alouettes history. I love it here, and I just can't wait to keep performing.
It's funny because I mean it's a heck of a coincidence because you're the first guy to go over 200 since like August 2003, and that was Jermaine Copeland, who went into the Hall of Fame this year. So that's a nice little thing. The record was 338 by Hal Patterson in the 1950s.
I figured it was a goat like that. Yeah,
You're a really great player, Tyson. I don't know that you'll ever get to 338, but I would love to watch it happen.
That's fair, man. Hal Patterson, he's a baller. You see his name all around the stadium. So just one step after the other. You know, we don't need performances like this. We just got to win the game. That's all that matters, and that's all that we care about in the soccer.
I mean, you guys even got a touchdown from an offensive lineman tonight.
We sprayed him with water, man. Shout out Donnie Pops. He deserves it. But I think that just shows what this team is about. It's a team first. It doesn't matter who has the yards, who has the touchdowns each week. As long as we can put one foot forward after another and get a win, that's all that matters.
How do you make sure this isn't a one-off and that the ball keeps rolling next week in Toronto?
No, that's the biggest thing. We need to go back, clean up the things that would need to be cleaned up, and it's 1-0 every week. We watch this. Yes, we played great, but it's on to the next. Toronto, huge game, you know. They've crept a little bit on us, so it'll be a huge one to just, you know, push them back and just establish what we're about.
Are the glove tonight up for grabs? Because that's like Alouettes history, man.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is I switched them at halftime. So, I had the rain gloves on, and then I switched them. So
one for the Hall of Fame, one for yourself?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Tyson. Congrats on a great performance, man. It was fun to watch. Yes, but well done. Keep it rolling next week. Let's go. Tyson Philpott, 238 yards, 238 verges pour Tyson Philpott ce soir. OK. We believe. Thank you, Heather. Wow, hooray. Glad Bethel finally came through. Yeah, he did. It was a big performance for Thompson. A lot of people had a big performance tonight. Celle-là fait du bien pour une fois. Let's keep it rolling. This guy, I quoted you in the beginning of this live, Austin Mack. I said, Austin Mack podcast and said, the Alouettes have to come out and swing, and you guys swung and swung and swung and swung and hit a bunch of home runs tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that was the mindset. Number one, really just getting back to us, right? We on that 5-game slide, but I mean, we're second in the division. For us, it was just getting back healthy, getting back on our feet, executing, and that's exactly what we did tonight.
How about Philpott tonight? 238. I mean, he beat the second quite a bit there, but just, you know, as a guy who's had big games in this league before, like 238 yards. That's a lot of.
No, it's big time. And the guy made every single one of them, man. I'm so proud of him. We're proud of him. I think the second most yards in Alouette history. I mean, that's pretty big time. So, man, big shout out to TP.
I know you're out there running routes, so it's probably going to be hard for you to talk about the offensive line tonight. I'm just curious, you know, what you made of that performance, because they really moved some people up front and they protected quite a bit.
That's who we are, right? We're a really balanced offense, but you know, if we're able to run the ball and get into man downs, right? The second and 5 and short, and Stevie, I mean, first down, he's, you know, moving the ball, granting it over and some yards as well.
Tonight.
Man, and that's his first one as well, first 100-yard game. So big shout out to Stevie. But I mean, we just play together. We play team ball, 3-phase football. And I mean, defense made turnovers and scoring, right? And that right there is just big. It's big.
The chemistry with McLeod. I mean, you guys were both out for a little bit. How much does, I know last week it was tough on you guys, but I mean, you guys haven't really played much together. How does that chemistry set in? Because you had a couple of nice plays tonight. You had a great diving catch near the sideline, but I felt like you guys looked good. You guys look in sync together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, McLeod's, I mean, one of the best quarterbacks, I mean, in this. I mean, he's been having some ups and downs, but, I mean, for him to feel strong, to have a night like he's had, 2 big wins this year, both with the quote-unquote #1 team in the West, and being able to go in there and do it. Now it's just about us keeping this momentum, because there's big games from here on out.
How do you make sure this one-off and that you guys keep it rolling offensively next Friday?
I mean, we've been here before, guys. 2023 all over again, right? It's all about who's the team that's at the end, and so it's all about just keeping up this momentum and staying on it.
Thanks for this, Austin. Congrats on a big win, man. Austin Mack with a solid performance tonight. Came to work. OK. On va lire quelques commentaires. On va essayer, on va juste se tasser un petit peu. J'aimerais que vous voyez un peu plus. Mais c'est ça, j'aimerais que vous voyez le terrain. Mais on va continuer. Denis, celle-là fait du bien pour une fois que c'est l'autre équipe qui a plus de blessés que. Écoute, c'est des choses qui arrivent, right? C'est des trucs qui arrivent. On l'a mentionné, les 2 demi-coins partants des Riders n'ont pas joué ce soir. Je me sens juste un tout petit peu mal. Là que le match est terminé, pour mon chum, Carfala exhumé, de bord, l'ancien des Alouettes, gagne une coupe Grey pour les Alouettes aussi. Mais c'est sûr que affronter Tyson Philpott en pleine santé, là, c'est compliqué. Donc, c'est vraiment c'est un match-up à exploiter. Ils l'ont fait. Crédit aux Alouettes. C'est une grosse victoire pour cette équipe. OK, on va continuer avec l'ailier défensif étoile. Isaac Berglund. Isaac, you talked about, it's been weeks now. You've been talking about learning lessons. I felt like a lot of those lessons learned during this last month and a half, a lot of that popped up tonight. Just talk to me about the performance and how big of a win this is for the locker room.
Yeah, it's a huge win, morale-wise. And, there's a lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations that from the outside looking in, you see it. But from the inside out, you try to comprehend it from that. Like it's big time as well. Yeah. So to come out here versus Sask, great team, coached, great fans. To come out here and to do that was awesome. Exactly what we needed. So still a lot to build on. Obviously, it's never a perfect game, but it's a great step in the right direction. Really happy for a lot of the guys in the locker room.
Yeah, I talked to Sanka and Bev this, but just, AJ Ouellette had a couple of nice runs, but there was nothing overly explosive. What was the point of this weekend? What do you feel you guys did really well in the run game?
Yeah, obviously that was a big concern from the outside in.
Yeah.
What about the run? And I don't think we because the run is a lot of times it's the will, it's the mental capacity to stay in your gap, to peak, to not move, and to trust your teammates that they're going to be able to make the play. And I feel like that was just an emphasis, just getting back to 6 minutes, just staying in your gap, staying disciplined. And I can look at the stats, but just, and sometimes games like this are a blur until you see the film. But yeah, it was definitely a lot last week, and we just look to continue to build on that.
We know that, Trevor Harris-led offense likes to get the ball out of it quickly. I thought that you guys managed to, have him hold on to the ball a little bit. What's the key to slowing down for Harris-led offense?
It's tough, right? Because they game plan as well. They probably are thinking they might try to do this to make us do this. So it's almost a chess game. Again, I think the back end, they stepped up tremendously. Yeah. There's so many guys you can put out, but
Burns was. We haven't mentioned Burns yet. Burns is really good,
and and even last week as well, right? Yeah. Just some big games, some big plays at him, big time discipline, and then you look at and a lot of those guys that unsung heroes that don't get mentioned, that that are making plays on the ball, making him pat the ball, and allowing us the opportunity to rush the pass off the spot. And they're professionals too. They are considered the best team in the league by many. So they're gonna make their plays, but I think the back end stepped up a ton, and they had turnovers, had takeaways, even in the game like that. Yeah. Man, it was big time. I'm happy for those, and again, so much more you can build on.
How do you make sure, Isaac, that this is just the first of many? How do you keep the ball rolling this week in Toronto?
I was reading something the other day, and it's you have to keep moving forward regardless of anything. Because you deserve to see, and I say you, but I feel like we deserve to see, what happens. We put everything in, and we go all in. And that's what we continue. That's what we've been doing 5 weeks. It might not seem like from the outside in. That's what we've been doing 5 weeks. We put one step in front of the other, and keep going. And the one thing that's certain in life is that the tables will turn. So we're just going to continue to do that and put another week.
Thank you, buddy. Congrats on a big one. All right, Isaac Berglund. Let's keep it rolling with Najee Murray had a big game tonight as well. It's going to be the stupid question of the night. It's not sponsored by anybody yet, but if somebody wants to have it, but how good does this one feel, Najee?
Oh, this one is amazing. I mean, you coming into a hostile environment now, number one team, in the standings and stuff. It was big for us. It was a big confidence boost, but I mean, it was amazing. It was a great feeling.
Isaac just shouted out. I hadn't mentioned it yet. It was on my to-do list. Shouted out the secondary and the defensive backs that played tonight. Thought you guys did an unbelievable job covering a pretty talented group of receivers. You were good. Lorenzo was good. West was good. Kennedy had to come in and play a little bit more once Ciante. You guys were all really good. Just talk to me a little bit about the secondary play, because I thought you guys were pretty good last week too.
Yep. No, even Ento too. But
Ento, yeah.
We put a lot of pride in doing our job. You know, in this week, we actually wanted to hone in on a few little things. You know, we wanted to be better week in to week out. I think we came in here, we understood the game plan Coach Thorpe gave us, and I think we executed it pretty well. But, I mean, the front end is just as good as the back, and it all ties together, you know. So as long as we did good, they were doing their job up front, too. All work as a team.
How do you make sure that, you know, this is the first of a role here? Like, how do you make sure that this keeps going Friday night in Toronto?
You know, the biggest thing in football is this emotional roller coaster, but you never can get too high with the highs, with the lows. You got to stay even-minded, you know, even grounded. And, yeah, we just stay even grounded, get back to work, you know. Work is in the dirt, and that's what we'll do.
I know you're a defensive guy, but I got to ask you about the Philpott 38 tonight. I mean, just ridiculous. When you see that, just what goes through your mind when you're watching that all unfold?
I'm just happy for him. You know, I mean, that's just amazing to know that he had the most receiving yards. I think Coach Moss said 2,000, but, you know, he came off an injury. You know, I think maybe this is second, maybe third game back. But just for him, that's huge for us, you know, just be able to do that. Even McBethel, you know, helped build his confidence up. He's got a great game. But all the receivers, the O-line, I think we did a very well-rounded job on all three phases today. That Philpott was amazing, so I give him his flowers for doing that. That was amazing. I love it.
Thanks for this, Nash. Congrats on a big win. Great performance.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
All right, Najee Murray is going to wrap things up for us. OK, on va juste on finit pour ce soir. Je vais juste lire quelques commentaires parce que vous êtes nombreux à laisser des commentaires. Quelle belle victoire d'équipe. Let's go Owls de Jean-François. Harry dit yes, win. Ça fait du bien à tout le monde, joueurs et partisans et journalistes maison aussi. Bacha. Anyone who thinks that was PI is a Sask homer. Anyone remember Malcolm in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks? Both players have a right to the ball. I agree with you. I mean, it has nothing to do with it being an Owls player. I didn't think it was pass interference. Heard somebody on TSN thought it was pass interference. Clearly, I just didn't see it that way. Great win, Owls. Merci, Marc. The O-line did a great job tonight. Merci de l'avoir souligné, Denis. Great game by the Alouettes. Thank you, Ron. I was hard on the team last week. Now I look stupid. Hey, listen, Christian. I mean, it's these things change, right? De semaine, c'est différent. C'était pas une grosse performance la semaine passée. Ça fait un bon mois et demi. C'est un peu plus difficile, mais c'est pour ça que, tu sais, je sais que je frustre bien des gens des fois, mais et on va parler de notre jeu boost du match avant de quitter. Mais tu sais, c'est jamais aussi mauvais qu'on pense et c'est jamais aussi bon qu'on pense. Tu sais, ce soir, il y a beaucoup de personnes ici qui vont dire « Oh, les Riders ont pas eu les 2 demi-coins partants. » OK, les Alouettes, oui, avec 4-5 carrières différents cette saison. Tu sais, donc, c'est tout le monde blessure. Il y a des blessures qui sont plus importantes à des positions plus importantes que d'autres. Mais c'est sûr que ça a été compliqué, mais tu sais, quand on joue avec beaucoup de... Et c'est pas que les joueurs qu'on place ne sont pas bons, c'est plus le fait qu'ils ont moins de répétitions, ils ont moins de temps de se préparer, ils ont moins d'expérience. Tu sais, un James Morgan, c'est un très bon corps arrière, mais pas beaucoup d'expérience. Et là, il manque des joueurs et tout ça. Donc, c'est compliqué, c'est pas facile de rentrer dans une situation comme ça et de gagner un match. Donc, tu sais, Christian, comme tu as dit, oui, OK, la semaine passée, t'étais beaucoup de critiques envers l'équipe, mais tu sais, il faut le dire, là, des fois, c'est mérité la critique. Donc, je suis pas toujours d'accord avec les critiques, mais écoute, c'est sûr que c'est une belle performance de l'équipe ce soir et on va mettre l'emphase dessus. Le jeu boost, on en a parlé un tout petit peu avec Tyson Philpott, le jeu boost du match, commandité par Boostant. Et je vous rappelle que chaque jour de match, si vous allez à un restaurant Boostant avec votre chandail, votre jersey Alouette, vous allez recevoir un escompte de 15% sur votre commande. Donc, merci beaucoup à Boostant pour ce spécial incroyable. Le jeu boost du match de ce soir, tout simplement, c'est le premier touché du match des Alouettes. C'était McLeod Bethel-Thompson à Tyson Philpott. Je sais qu'on parle beaucoup de Philpott ce soir, mais c'est vraiment une performance historique de la part du receveur des Alouettes ce soir. Encore une fois, 238 verges sur réception. Le deuxième, c'est deuxième dans l'histoire des Alouettes derrière Hal Patterson qui en avait 338 dans les années 50. Mais le premier touché, ça a donné le ton au match, ça a donné de la confiance à cette équipe-là et à cette attaque-là. Et de ce moment-là, ils n'ont jamais tiré de l'arrière après ce jeu-là. Donc, c'est vraiment une grosse performance de la part de l'équipe. et de l'attaque ce soir. Donc, grosse victoire, encore une fois, pour les Alouettes. OK, quelques commentaires de plus avant qu'on quitte, parce qu'on s'en va quitter, on quitte aujourd'hui. Il faut quitter ce soir à Montréal. If we beat Toronto on Friday, do we clinch second place? I don't think so, but I do the math wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Bravo, guys. Stevie Scott was amazing. Beautiful game from Nancy. So good on the O-line. Fly safe. Thank you. Scott, le powerback qu'on attendait depuis longtemps. Merci. Alexandre qui rit, la saison est-tu moins finie? Je sais que tu es un de ceux-là, Alex. Tu connais beaucoup ton football et je sais que tu n'as jamais paniqué. On se parle assez souvent. Congrats MBT. Bravo à nos Alouettes. Dit Danny, on regarde en avant les mecs, Repos et Toronto. Go, go les mecs. CJ, oui, enfin, nos gars sont de retour. Passent par le sentier de la guerre jusqu'à la victoire. Bravo à MBT, Maltos Diaz, Ventrelli et surtout Phil Pott. Bravo and way to go, boys. Go, Als, go. Calmez-vous, social team. It was the team win. Great game against the best team in the league. Congrats. Stuart Cohen. Statement game by the quarterback and the offense. Yes. Félicitations, les gars, de Nicole. You know they were two rookies at corner, correct? Doesn't show much. Hey, listen, Dan, sorry. Disrespect, but the Alouettes were down 11, 12 starters at one point, and nobody made excuses. Nobody came here and said, okay, they've lost, they're down 12 starters. I don't care who's missing. The Alouettes won this game tonight, and I'm not going to take anything on them. Love this dude, Stevie Scott III. Martial qui dit « Joie des bières, mais super performance. Bolivar. Bethel Thompson et Scott. » Je bois pas de bière, Martial, mais au breuvage. J'ai manqué le match ce soir. J'étais au Centre Bell pour voir le show. Ivan Demidov, go Als, go. I like Stevie Scott. Als were just kicking butt tonight. Very exciting, reassuring to watch. Thanks, Joey. Et bon retour à tous à Montréal. Merci beaucoup, Herve. Great game, man. Thank you, Joey. Love you. No problem, Nancy. That's what I'm here for. Tellement content pour leur victoire. Burns was a standout. Secondary, good point, Andrew. We mentioned it very quickly. Mais tu sais, Lorenzo Burns, grosse performance comme coin partant ce soir. 2 matchs de suite où il a été excellent. Il a été le joueur bon match la semaine passée et vraiment, il a connu vraiment une grosse performance. TSN and social media was crying that the Riders had lots of injuries. No one said anything when the Owls went with basically, hey, is what it is, man. Everybody plays with injuries. Sorry. Good stuff. Thank you, Ben. Joe Ben. I should say, never count the Alouettes out. Match de l'année, redit, allons battre TSN à maison. Stevie Scott called out. I've been critical of McLeod, but he truly was a leader under center tonight. Who'd thunk it? Two separate comments par rapport à speaker américain. OK, vous avez une conversation dans les commentaires. OK, c'est tout. 45 minutes d'après-match. Merci beaucoup à Marc et l'équipe marketing qui sont de retour à Montréal. Martin Breck qui fait un excellent travail. Encore une fois ce soir, grosse performance aussi bonne que la ligne à l'attaque ce soir des Alouettes. Donc, merci beaucoup, Martin, pour tout ton travail. Et merci à toute l'équipe à Montréal qui ont vraiment fait du gros boulot ce soir. Écoute, on va avoir plus d'analyse, on va avoir plus de contenu qui va sortir demain, lundi. On vient à Montréal, on atterrit demain matin, je devrais dire, mais honnêtement, le sentiment en ce moment, je suis niveau Coupe Grey, mais le sentiment, je me sens juste bien pour les gars parce qu'il y a beaucoup de travail qui a été fait pour cette victoire. Je pense qu'il faut mentionner les entraîneurs aussi. Les entraîneurs, attaque, défensive, unité spéciale, tout le monde a vraiment collé une bonne game ce soir, si je peux dire. Donc, shout-out à eux autres. Et shout-out aux abonnements 2026 qui vont être sous peu. Suivez nos médias sociaux, visitez le Go pour plus d'informations. Donc, encore une fois, merci beaucoup Martin qui est step ahead of the game. Mais merci tout le monde. Merci pour les commentaires, pour les vues ce soir. Écoute, des Alouettes, le mot-clic Alouette sur X. Dès ce soir, un autre bon mot en québécois. Écoute, vous êtes les meilleurs partisans de la Ligue canadienne de football. Je vous apprécie tellement et celle-là a fait du bien. 48 points au Stade Mosaic. Pas facile de gagner ici. Pas facile de marquer quasiment 50 points ici. Content pour tout le monde, incluant les meilleurs partisans de la Ligue canadienne de football. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. On se recroise dans 6 jours. Un autre après-match s'en vient à Toronto, vendredi soir, la semaine prochaine. Merci beaucoup. Go House Go et on se recroise dans moins d'1 semaine.